Cello Cassero, 4-0, undefeated. The Italian Bull. That's actually his nickname. It's a heck of a nickname. That's actually what they called you, if I'm not mistaken, for a while.
I was actually the Italian kid in Japan, but I hear some good things about Cassero.
I've heard some really good things about Cassero. Actually, the last time we saw him was here in Santa Rosa, right here in this very building. He beat Mike Lasano by rear naked choke. So obviously he's got a submission game to him. And with Tony Boyles here going up against Casey Olsen, obviously Tony Boyles is not scared of anybody. So it doesn't matter who's going to back down. And I don't know if you saw that movie, Chris, but I did. And I learned one thing, that's never back down.
Well, I liked some of the fights in the movie. The acting I was not impressed with.
Yeah, it definitely was not Dijman Hinsu's finest work.
It was like Jean-Claude Van Damme goes MMA in America.
It was the Fast and the Furious of the MMA movies, if you will.
It made me want to go out and...
It made me want to go out and get my red belt.
Yes.
Marcello enters the cage being flanked by our lovely Cage Combat ring girl. I wish she would follow me around for the rest of the night. Let people know it's round one.
This match is being brought to you by UltimateBeatdown.tv. First, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. And he weighed in at 145 pounds. He represents the Slam City Fighting Academy with a mixed martial arts record of 5 wins and 4 defeats. He hails from Kelseyville, California. Please welcome Tony Boyles. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds. He represents the NorCal Fighting Alliance with an undefeated record of 4 wins and 0 defeats. He hails from Santa Rosa, California. Please welcome the Italian Bull, Marcello Cassero.
Definitely a home crowd favorite.
This bout will be George Shorley.
Something happened in Kelseyville because Santa Rosa does not like Kelseyville, California. However, NorCal Fighting Alliance, big fan favorite here. David Terrell, Soul Assassin, obviously in his corner. Boyles in the black trunks, Cassero in the brown trunks. Touch gloves, nice show of sportsmanship, as always here at Cage Combat. Low kick. I think every fight started with a low kick tonight, Chris.
I think they were 6 for 6, or yes.
Nice little left hand there by Boyles. Comes in with a flurry. Cassero staying very calm, very collected. Oh, big right hand followed by a big left. Uppercut there by Boyles. Following up some knees to the body. Cassero shoving Boyles against the cage. Looks like Cassero has the underhooks there, but it's not really being utilized. Oh, I take that back.
He's got the overhook. Should land in good position there. No,
Oh.
He keeps the arm, keeps the arm. Boyles did a great job of keeping the arm. Let's see if he gets caught in this, though.
Boyles has one hand in. However, with Cassero's right hand free, it's allowing him to drop those hammer fists as well as pull down on the head to look for that submission. Unfortunately, with both hands caught like that, it's going to be hard to break the tap. This referee's doing a great job there, staying close to the action, make sure the fighter is safe. Boyles shakes his head.
That means he can breathe, so he's hearing him, everything's good. There's a little space in that, although it is tight, it's untraditional, he's out.
Oh, Boyles does get out of it.
He's landing some nice thigh kicks right there. And both fighters are up.
Lets Cassero up there from the corner, and they're back on their feet.
Cassero is bleeding from the back of his head. I don't know if that was inadvertent from the fence or what.
Now, holding that triangle like Cassero was, is that going to drain a little bit of energy out of him?
It wasn't tight. He had too many things in there. Too many things in between the triangle, so he was able to breathe. But Cassero's got a few cuts on him.
Cassero's got a cut there over his right eye. Hopefully the ref's not going to have to come in and check that out. Looks like it's not impeding his vision too much. Oh, shoot that big uppercut. There's shades of Street Fighter 2, if you will.
There we go. We might get some blowouts right here.
Cassero, once again, bringing Boyles to the cage. Looking for that. Oh,
he's got it.
Big slam right there by Cassero.
Looks like he's in enough.
Looking for side mount, trying to slip that right leg out. Or his left leg out, excuse me.
Cassero is now in good position because he can use defense.
Looking for a choke right here.
It's going to be hard to choke from that position.
Definitely not the ideal position there for what appears to be a Darce choke.
Boyles is doing a good job keeping his right knee inside too to have good position on that. See how his right knee is playing right there on his hip.
Keeping the distance away, not letting him get in tight there to cinch that choke in.
Right.
Boyles is definitely showing his toughness here tonight. First with the triangle, now here with the Darce.
Hey, like you said, fighting Casey Olsen is going to get you good real quick.
Absolutely. It looks like Cassero thought he was going to give up on that choke there.
That's a very difficult choke to get from that position, to get someone to tap.
Oh, and there he did.
There
Boyles did just
nice.
tap.
He landed it. That was a nice job.
Great victory there for Cassero. The submission victory by Darce choke over Tony Boyles. Definite good sign of heart there by Tony Boyles.
Well, Boyles is fighting some tough guys.
I mean, no shame there in losing right there to Marcello Cassero. Cassero goes to 5-0 now, yet to taste defeat. And if he continues to fight like that with those kind of submissions, he could keep going. 10-0, 11-0 maybe, 3,000-0.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Infinity.
exactly, Chris.
Infinity,
Infinity,
which would be 0.
Chris, I know I mentioned it earlier, and I'm going to mention it again. What's that?
How did you call that one?
I called that a submission victory, Darce choke. Thank you, whoever that is, for interrupting the broadcast. I don't know who that was. I think that's the guy from Sunset Tan. But what I was saying, that was our 7th fight, Chris. Oh, goodness gracious. So loud, Lee, so loud.
Lee is very loud.
7 fights tonight, 7 finishes, Chris. That's what I've been trying to say for the past 13 minutes before I've been interrupted 84 times.
By way of tap out, the Italian Bull, Marcello Cassero.
Here's the replay right here. Cassero with
That's a difficult place to choke someone.
it's very impressive.
I wish we had a different angle on that because I didn't really see how he got it.
Oh, it was quite impressive.
You might want to make a DVD. Oh, or watch our.
Yeah, I think, watch the fight. Here it is right there, Chris, on the screen, the Darce choke, taps. I mean, he had that submission in for over a minute, I would say. Very, very tough kid there in Tony Boyles. As mentioned before, Cassero, 5-0 now, undefeated still.
In this sport, if you're undefeated after 5 fights, you're definitely good.
You're doing something right.
Right. You're going in the right direction.
And you know what? Training with David Terrell, it doesn't hurt.
No.
curious as to what the gentleman next to me had to say.
Well, I just saw him over there in the stands. He seems to be mingling with everybody.
He's world famous.
How did he get in this section of the fight?
I don't know. And maybe he didn't see the gigantic headset that I'm wearing.
You have a lot of hair.
Actually, you know what? I think that was Andy Dick. I take that back. That's Andy Dick.
Okay.
Yeah. Fresh out of celebrity rehab and sober house. Nice to have Andy Dick here in beautiful Santa Rosa, California. There's the slam yet again by Cassero.